they'll start asking you things that take you out of it. Things that take you out of it. Things that take you out of it. And get back onto the sidewalk and start heading home. And get back onto the sidewalk and start heading home. You still get those Monday blues.
Yeah, and then when it's done, do I just start playing, or are you gonna talk?
Someone wants to take your time. You're feeling like the prey. That's alright, just leave the house and try to change the scene. A couple words through the window screen in perfect human beings. You still get lost in your head and need a place to go. Thought you'd have it figured out by now, but things are slow. That's alright, you're on your way, I see it all the time. Feel the breath and take your time till something takes you out of it. Something takes you out of it. Something takes you out of it. Get back onto the sidewalk and start heading home. And get back onto the sidewalk and start heading home. And get back onto the sidewalk and start heading home. And get back onto the sidewalk. Get that teenage feeling, hit a wall and slide. Well, that's alright, 'cause everything is changing all the time.
Hello?
Hello.
All right, we are live here in the studio. Special episode of Hellfire Radio. And we're going to have some live performances. What is the project name that you're playing under right now?
It's Midswim.
All right, that's what I suspected.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so you're going to be playing at Silence on the weekend on Sunday. Shows at 7:30.
Yep. Yeah.
And who else is playing at this show?
It is I'm opening for a great jazz artist from Toronto called Stefan, stf.in. So he's a drummer, and he has this band of really amazing musicians who play with him, all sorts of proggy, jazzy, new jazz, I don't know, Toronto new jazz kind of songs. He just released his album just today called Nightmares. So it's his album release. And then also opening is Dan Lauren and Joe Cervera, who are Guelph locals, and they're going to be doing a duo of drums and guitar, I believe. Those are their main instruments. And they do like improv, free improv stuff. Yeah.
Dan from Upbeat Guitar Studio?
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to give a heads up to Jazzify to do a little promo on this show as well, since it's a jazz show.
Oh, yeah.
Jazzify coming up later today.
All right.
At 5 o'clock. All right, so do you want to get right into a song?
Sure. I'm trying to figure out what to do because I was actually gonna open with the song that was just playing. So I don't know if you think it would be cool to like play that song again but live as like a compare contrast, or if I should just move that to the end of my rotation, or
I think do whatever you plan, because we can we'll post the video thing that we're doing. I would say do what you planned, because that seems the best option for you.
Okay.
Does that would you agree?
Yeah, that works. And just for tech purposes, if I can get things a little bit lower in my headphones, that would be great. My voice especially. Actually, everything. A little bit lower would be awesome. Thank you. All right. You still get that teenage feeling, head on down to the riverbed. Listen to familiar tunes and kind of get inside your head. And of course a train starts coming and someone's calling your phone. Help them find their cigarettes and start to head back home. You still get that teenage feeling, hit a wall and slide. Well, that's alright, 'cause everything is changing all the time. Help yourself to make some food, whatever's on your mind. Someone will start asking you things that take you out of it, things that take you out of it. Things that take you out of it. And get back onto the sidewalk and start heading home. And get back onto the sidewalk and start heading home. You still get those Monday blues and wanna run away. Someone wants to take your time, you're feeling like the prey. That's alright, just leave the house, try to change the scene. Couple words through the window screen, imperfect human beings. You still get lost in your head and need a place to go. Thought you'd have it figured out by now, but things are slow. That's alright, you're on your way, I see it all the time. Feel the breath and you take your time till something takes you out of it. Something takes you out of it. Something takes you out of it. And get back onto the sidewalk and start heading home. And get back onto the sidewalk and start heading home. And get back onto the sidewalk and start heading home. Get back onto the sidewalk and start heading home. You still get that teenage feeling, hit a wall and slide. Well, that's alright, 'cause everything is changing all the time.
We're here live with Midswim. That was phenomenal. That sounded incredible.
Thank you. Thanks. It sounds really good in here, actually, in my headphones. So, yeah, thank you for this setup to the tech team here. Yeah.
And so you are now Midswim, but you're performing. Can I reveal your other performing identity?
Sure.
So we're here with Claire Whitehead, and you did. Was your previous project the Thelma, the country opera?
Yeah. I released a country album in 2021, I think, sort of during the pandemic, called Thelma Country Opera, which was a bunch of country songs. Yeah.
Which was a really cool concept, I thought.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, based on the film Thelma and Louise. So all from Thelma's perspective of what happened in the movie. It was really fun to do that. Yeah. And
you did you did shows around for that. I don't know how far and wide, but
yeah, well, that's the trouble with releasing an album during the pandemic. Yeah. I had all these shows booked right before it hit, so those got canceled, but I did play it in London and Toronto. London and Toronto, maybe those are the only places, but a couple times. Yeah, I think I performed it live maybe 3 or 4 times, not a whole lot. It was a very big production because it involved involved film clips playing while in between the songs, so queuing those up, and then there was I used some violin, did some violin looping for some intersplicing between acts of the show. So it was kind of a whole thing, and it was it was pretty tiring to pull off all on my own as well. So it's nice to also just play songs, other songs like this on my guitar solo as Midswim. Yeah.
So what was the evolution from that to now Midswim?
I think it was needing to say things and express things musically that were not in a character, needing to do personal expression rather than a storytelling external thing. Yeah.
More personal, less concept album kind of.
Yeah. And the pandemic was definitely a tough time, I think, for everyone. So that song I just played, I wrote during the pandemic, and was kind of about all the walks you kind of would go out on to just move your body around and see the outdoors, and how sort of hard that was to just sit with the lack of activity in your life and change and move, the lack of forward momentum maybe was tough. So kind of just accepting that in a way.
Yeah, there was a lot. The toll it took on everybody was different, but big for everybody in one way or another. Mm-hmm. And I find people don't talk about it all that much anymore. It's just something that happened, and now it's not really something that people even talk about all that much.
Yeah, it's weird playing these songs sometimes because it does bring me back to that very specific time and place that we were all in. But I have some newer songs as well, so I can play you a couple new songs as well.
Well, I don't think it's a bad thing to play a song that you wrote during that time period. It's something that people shouldn't necessarily. I suspect people have repressed a lot of the whatever you want to call it, traumas of the pandemic. So art is a great way to sort of explore those things and try to not forget something really intense that happened to everybody.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Yeah, art is one of the best processing tools, I find. Yeah.
All right. Well, if you want to get to another song here before we keep on talking away.
Sure. I'll since we were talking about that time of songwriting, I'll just play this other song from that same album that I wrote during the pandemic, but this one is about a relationship that ended just before the pandemic, and yeah, so it's also just relatable as a sort of breakup song type thing as well.
All right, what's this one called?
It's called Something in You.
All right, and we are here with Midswim live. Midswim is playing at Silence on Sunday. The show is at 7:30.
It all still comes to mind, and it chases me around, forgetting all the parts that I don't want. Nothing but the best for this dusty and distant replay in my head. Wish I could achieve a union agreement inside of memory, but something got too close and approached those gates unfamiliar, casually. Now there's no amount of work you can do that could take you back to what you once knew, before you knew somebody and they knew something in you. Catching the light, I didn't know I'd like around the perfect shape of your arm, then presented with the leash like a dog who needs a walk, and being interrupted from my sleep. Now there's no amount of work you can do that could take you back to what you once knew, before you knew somebody and they knew something in you. Now there's no amount of work you can do that could take you back to what you once knew, before you knew somebody and they knew something in you.
This is Midswim live on Hellfire Radio.
Yeah.
Midswim is playing at Silence at 7:30 on Sunday.
Sunday night.
So you started out as a violin player when
Yeah.
you were a kid.
Yep. Yeah.
And played violin, and then when did you start on guitar?
When I was like about 16, I think I first tried to play a song. I learned, my dad taught me Blackbird by the Beatles, which I feel like is a pretty classic first move for a 16-year-old. And then I just learned a couple other songs. I didn't really play too much. My dad is a guitar player, so I think, and he's a pretty, he's like a jazz guitar player. So the idea of playing guitar in my house was like the expectation was pretty high, I think. So I didn't think I was going to be the next whatever great guitar player or something, because he kind of already had that covered, but in my mind. And so I didn't do too much guitar, and then I came to University of Guelph in 2006, and then I started playing violin in bands, and then after I got that experience playing in bands, I kind of was like, hey, I want to play guitar in a band, actually, maybe. So then I played guitar in my partner at the time's band, Blimp Rock. And then, and they all just went from there.
Shout out Blimp Rock.
Shout out Blimp Rock. Yeah.
I still have a bar of soap. That bar of soap release with the download code is in the inside of it. I think.
Have you gotten to the middle?
I didn't want to mess up the. I didn't want to mess up the soap.
Yeah. That's funny.
So I still have it. I don't know. I'm a weird collector of musical paraphernalia. No,
I get that. That's fair. Yeah.
But I thought it was a really cool concept.
Yeah, the album was called Soap Opera, I think. I didn't play on that album, I think. I had left the band by that point, but it was a great album.
Is Blimp Rock still going, or are they on hiatus or retired?
It's kind of, I'll just say hiatus for Peter's sake in case he wants to revive anything, but we have done some reunion shows here and there for charity stuff in Toronto, which has been really fun, bringing back the songs and playing with everyone again. And there's a big long lineup of people who have played in Blimp Rock over the years, including some, I think Tyson Brincombe played with us at one point, and Robin Letson, who used to live in Guelph, was a core member. And anyway, it's fun getting everyone together again, but mostly Blimp Rock is done-ish, and Peter has his children's music project called Pete Moss, where he sings about nature for kids, which is really cool and educational and stuff.
So back to your early days playing violin, starting, it's a very serious instrument to take on as a kid. Were you sort of forced to do that by your parents? This is something that's an awkward question to ask, but I'm always curious.
No, that's fair. It's interesting. I actually chose violin. I was forced to do piano. I was forced to do some kind of instrument because, as I mentioned, my dad is a musician, and he put me and my sister in piano at first, and then I quit piano. And when I quit piano, my dad was like, well, you got to play something if you're going to be in this family. So I was like, I want to play violin. And then so my parents rented a violin for the first year because they were like, the likelihood that she sticks with this is pretty low. So.
And it's an expensive instrument.
It's kind of, I mean, you can get violins for pretty cheap, or $100-$200 maybe, but they went with the rental route, and then I stuck with it, so it was all good.
So I played violin when I was a kid as well, but I was forced to in my school curriculum. We had that's cool. We had all the different instruments. In hindsight, I kind of wish I had picked cello, but
I always wanted to try that too.
But my mom hated the sound of me practicing. So, for some reason, I had the opposite. My sister was put into piano, and I was put into no music. Maybe the violin playing sounded so bad. And I was always jealous of my sister doing her lessons, but I don't think she wanted to do them.
Right.
So it was a weird dynamic.
Oh, yeah, so you wanted to, but you didn't have the right thing. I just to make you feel better, I sounded bad on, I don't know if I can swear on the radio, but I sounded bad as well at the start. And I remember my sister, when I started practicing, she would go in her room and slam her door, be like, I can't let you listen to this. So yeah, just it's rough. Anyway.
Well, all your hard work is paid off. Now your music sounds amazing.
Oh, thank you.
So, do you want to get to another song here?
Sure. Maybe I'll do. So, I'll just do this one like short. Okay. How much time do we have? I should play maybe two. Should I do 2 more songs?
Sure. We got 25 minutes.
Great. Okay, I'll do one short instrumental song, and then we can chat again if you want, and then I can do a slightly longer song after that.
Sounds sensational.
All right.
Midswim live on CFRU.
Yeah, little instrumental bit.
All right. So I have a funny comment.
Okay.
Do you recall buying a microphone from Ajmal?
Yes. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
So he has asked me a long time ago, and it took me a long time to relay this message to you from him. Okay. He wanted to thank you for being so cool about how he apparently dropped the mic when he was trying to pass it to you. Right.
Yeah. No, it was okay. It was okay. It all worked out. I feel like I was like, well, if this mic doesn't work, then I might need to do something about that. But it worked fine. So yeah, I understand.
You were very nice about it, he said, and he really appreciated that. He is a bit clumsy, and people aren't always as cool about it as you were. Oh, well, it's no worries. It was a pleasure to meet him, and yeah, were you there that day, or was that no?
Matt
I wasn't there. It must have been Matt.
Yeah. Okay. I remember someone I know, like vaguely in my memory. Yeah. Okay, that's funny.
Yeah. So he asked me a long time ago to thank you for being nice about it, because I told him that I knew you.
Oh, wow. No worries, Ajmal.
He felt bad about dropping it.
Oh, that's okay.
So he cycles through a lot of gear for one reason or another. He seems to have an obsession about, I need a new mic. I want this mic. I want that mic. And I tell him, the mic you have is amazing.
Right.
Like the one he sold you was totally fine.
Yeah, it was good. Yeah. I'm no mic connoisseur either, so that was like, all I had before that was like a 57, like, basic sort of mic, so that was really nice to get a nice condenser mic. Yeah. I hope is he still making music?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, he's on a bit of a hiatus right now himself, like Blimp Rock, but
yeah,
I suspect he'll be back sooner than Blimp Rock, maybe.
That'd be great. Yeah.
All right, so that's our little Nardwar type of side note there.
Yeah.
All right, so you're part of Girls Rock Camp.
Mm-hmm.
You're one of the teachers.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been doing that for a while now. What's your experience been like with that?
Yeah, well, I started, I've done a few different years of Girls Rock Camp. I started it actually when I was living in Toronto. I did, I think I was a band coach. I was an instrument instructor and a band coach at Girls Rock Camp Toronto in 2015, I think. And then again in 2016 or 14, 15, 2 years in a row at Girls Rock Camp Toronto. Did some band coaching and teaching there, and that was super fun. That one's held in the Transac. So I don't know if listeners have been to that music venue. Really great spot, and lots of different rooms as well, which is helpful for rock camp, so that the kids can practice in different rooms. Anyway, yeah, I taught bass there, even though I'm not really too much of a bass player, but no, I know the basics, for lack of a better word, pun intended. And band coach there, super fun. The first band was like pretty young kids, and we got like 2 verses of a song written, but they couldn't come up with a chorus, so we had like the whole thing with Girls Rock Camp is you have to finish the song by the end of the week, and so I was kind of panicking, and I was like, okay, well, for this section, just if you don't have any words or anything to play, let's all clap together. So their chorus was like, and then they played again. And I was like, that's great. Amazing. We got it. It's in the bag. So you kind of just have to do what you can do. And it's not even about like the, details of the song so much as them working together on it, which is what makes it so great. So then, moved back to Guelph in 2022, and I have basically been volunteering with Girls Rock Camp since then, I guess, or maybe since 2023. Anyway, a couple years with Girls Rock, GGRC plus Guelph, and we add the plus there because it's open to non-binary kids as well.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a really cool thing overall. I just love that it's happening, and a huge thank you and shout out to everybody that's involved in it and making it happen, including yourself. Oh,
thank you. Yeah. Oh, and I should plug, there's a fundraiser show for Girls Rock Camp Guelph on January 17th. We're doing covers of the volunteers are doing covers from the movie Dazed and Confused. So like lots of classic rock covers, and it's going to be super fun. That will be January 17th at Sonic Hall. All the money goes to support Girls Rock Camp. So come out to that.
When is that again?
January 17th.
All right.
Mm-hmm. And it's 70s themed, so you can dress up like in whatever 70s costume, I guess, that you want. Yeah.
So there's a song from that soundtrack. I don't want to ask to reveal any. Well, I'll just wait to keep it as a surprise.
Okay.
Of who might do it. We'll see.
Yeah.
A song that I like, I don't want to make it a reveal.
Okay. I think we can't, there's a lot of songs in that movie. So we've had to narrow it down to like a handful. So hopefully we play your song.
And if not, that's fine.
Yeah. I'm sure you'll recognize many of them.
So we have Midswim on the show on Hellfire Radio playing this Sunday with Stefan and Dan Lofgren and Joe Sorbera. Mm-hmm. Just to remind the listeners, in case you just dialed in. Mm-hmm. We got another song coming up.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, and I should mention when I play this Sunday at Silence, it's not just me, but I'm also playing with my drummer, Danny Fury. So all the songs that you're hearing, just imagine drums as well being added, some percussion, some rhythmic background, and it's Danny's great, so it'll be really fun. Yeah, I can play another song for you if you're ready.
Fire away.
Okay. This song is called Camels and Crows, and it's inspired by dreams that I had over the last year, and like it's about just specifically animals that you see in your dreams and what they might be representing or trying to say to you, and but also just broadly about dreams and sort of paying attention to your inner world and your wants and needs, I think. Yeah. Sometimes you will know, and you'll say it while you're sleeping, with camels and crows that are pulling you and speaking. Sometimes you will know, and you'll say it while you're sleeping, with camels and crows that are pulling you and speaking, like fade slowly into something else.
Midswim live on CFRU. I should have mentioned sooner, this is live broadcasting on the CFRU live page as well on YouTube. If people, and it will be up after the fact as well. If you're driving around in your car, tune into this and you're wanting to see a YouTube video version of it, go to the CFRU live, the CFRU YouTube.
Sweet.
Thank you to the tech team. It sounds great.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, thank you.
So Midswim is playing at Silence this weekend, and now what are your plans after that? Like, how can people find your music? Do you have things you want to promote coming up after that show?
Good question. So you can find me at midswim.bandcamp.com for the music. I'm also hanging out on Instagram at Claire W. Midswim, I think. That's my handle. And I don't have any other Midswim shows booked. I think, I'm playing after the 30th, after this Sunday, I'm playing at Audio Pollination in Guelph, which is a free improv night at Silence. I'm doing that December 11th, I think. Might be the 13th, but I think it's December 11th. So if you're an Audio Pollination person, Audio Pollination head, and you want to go check that out, that is at Silence mid-December. Information is on the Silence page or the Audio Pollination page. I'll be most likely doing violin at that. And then the other thing after that is the Girls Rock Camp fundraiser, where we're playing covers from Dazed and Confused. It's funny, I actually haven't done a lot of work booking and work on Midswim stuff and ahead of that, because the songs I'm playing for the Girls Rock Camp fundraiser in January are so demanding. Like the guitar solos and stuff are kind of wild, and so I've just been I have to only practice that up until January, up until the show, and then once that's done, I'll have my skill capacity freed to work on Midswim stuff, which is not a rational way of doing things, but I think that's sort of how my brain's working. So I don't have any other Midswim shows booked in the new year so far, but I would like to, and I plan to. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for something in Guelph or around Ontario. Definitely London, Toronto are places that I like to play often as well.
But perhaps your music character in your musical quest will be leveled up post Girls Rock Camp show.
Totally. Yeah, that's For sure. And that's like the Girls Rock Camp show is a fundraiser, so like we're not making any money as like individual players. Like all the money's going to the camp. So but I feel like I'm gaining so much like skill and experience playing these like bluesy classic rock riffs and solos, which I don't really, well, I guess that last song I played was kind of bluesy actually, but yeah, that's not typically my style, and like playing like kind of wanky solos with the pick on electric guitar is not usually the direction I go, but it's kind of cool to build that skill and like be able to do it, and the speed too, like just the pure speed of the picking is quite a good practice for me. Yeah.
So do you have a favorite violin player?
Oh, that's an interesting question. Favorite violin player? Huh.
Or player of classical instruments, I guess. Doesn't have to be violin.
I wish I knew more classical players that like I followed, but what's his name? Oh my gosh, now I'm gonna blank on names. But he's a violin player from London who is like he does a lot of Celtic stuff. He played with the Guelph Celtic Orchestra recently, and he played at Hillside. Oh my god, what was his name? Oh, sorry, I'm drawing a blank. Anyway, he's great. Yeah, Canadian. I think he's from London, Ontario. Also, there's Laura Scott St. John, who's also from London, Ontario. She's fantastic. And I'm saying London because I'm from London, Ontario, originally as well. So maybe I feel more of an affinity for them.
Is it Michaela Witches?
No. What's his name?
Joseph Lanza.
Oh, Joshua Bell.
Okay.
Joshua Bell. He's I'm pretty sure he's the violin player. I hope I'm not wrong on live radio, but I think that's he's very talented. Natalie McMaster was also a big inspiration growing up playing violin. Like, while I was learning violin, I would listen to her albums and try and just like learn the stuff by ear, which I was a lot more advanced, but I would get some bits and pieces of it. She's a great Acadian, like I think she's from Cape Breton maybe, out east. She's very talented. Yeah. All
right. Well, thank you for your answers.
You're welcome.
That was probably an unexpected question.
Yeah, quizzing me on violin players.
All right. Well, we're running out of time here. We have had Midswim live on Hellfire Radio, and Midswim is playing this Sunday with Dan Lofgren, Joe Sorbera, and Stefan at Silence at 7:30. And find the Midswim music on Midswim Bandcamp.
Yep.
And Claire W. Midswim on Instagram. Thank you for tuning in. You can find this performance on CFRU Live YouTube. Thank you for joining us on Hellfire today, Midswim.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you making this time. And
your songs were incredible. We just loved them. I can say, pass along a thank you for Saxon as well, because I know he would have loved it if he was here.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Thanks.
All right, we will let you go. We'll wrap it up and stick around for more great programming here on CFRU. We have Double D up next with Light FM, and then stick around for Jazzify, who may even drop in a Stefan track. We'll see in a shout out to this show.
Yeah. Nice. Thank you.
Keep it locked and keep it rocked. Keep it toasty and ghosty.
Dare you to pay attention.